referee's in position. We're just waiting on the whistle. And we're off. Beautiful press from Gavin there, lane 3. Good signal down from Terry Hollins, who is referee.
Ruben Craig blocks it out.
Wow. Wow.
Interesting technique there.
That was very interesting. He didn't get the down signal. Oh, I thought he had that. I was pretty sure he had that, but...
My triceps hurt looking at that. Terry Hollins.
Terry Hollins.
Being nice and strict.
He's a strict ref, but he has done this sport for a long time at a high level, so you couldn't expect anything less from Terry. He wants to see that dumbbell. Oh. Running out of time? No. Terry being very strict there. I was pretty sure he had that, but it wasn't. It was still moving around. I think the wrist was still moving.
I have been on the receiving call of some of Terry's strict judging orders before, but what you want at a world level event like this is you want those world's strongest man competitors.
Well, exactly.
The true veterans who know what they're talking about. And but you just have that level of uniform fairness across the board.
And just suck it up.
Heat number 2, we have Blake Lowrens of South Africa in lane 1, Matthew McKeegan of Ireland in lane 2, and Nick Hine of USA in lane number 3. Another 3-man heat.
Matthew McKeegan looking, I've been watching his training videos, looking extremely strong. Probably the best he's looked coming into competition.
He's looking like a tank.
He is a force.
You know, I often see him wearing a hoodie, so seldom do I get to see the shirt actually fit, but he has really built himself for this show.
He has. He has trained hard for this. I've been watching, as I said, so I'm looking forward to this. You see, we only got 2 athletes up there.
We might be missing one, but that would be Blake Lowrens of South Africa that's not on the field. And they're off.
Both athletes springy.
A power clean from Hine.
Wow. Both athletes to the yoke. Beautiful.
Wow, here we go.
Wow.
Nick Hine, quick to the block. Excellent clean.
Matthew McKeegan onto the block as well. Can these men get this block? Come on, we want to see it. Nick is struggling to get that press. He did it.
Hine gets it. McKeegan has to drop behind him.
He has time.
You saw that relief from Nick Hine. Let's go, McKeegan.
Come on, you got enough time. Come on, get it up there. He's got the power. Oh. So that right arm just didn't want to go. It just,
you know what I'm wondering?
Both times.
I'm wondering if that dumbbell took a little bit more from the right side than the left.
That is the worry when you're going into that single arm event.
Both men such animals, though. They got there with such a surplus of time still.
Incredible. That was, I mean, okay, Matthew, you didn't get that block, but you were very fast. So that's going to pay off.
It's gonna anger him for a little bit, but he needs to realize that's big points. But Nick Hine, our current event leader, getting all 4 and looking like a smooth operator, even after those multiple attempts on the block. We have heat number 3, Isaac Mays of Canada on lane 1, Stephen Bradley of USA on lane 2, Josh King of USA on lane 3, and Jeffrey Lee representing Taiwan on lane number 4.
Our next 4 athletes out of lane 1 from Canada, Isaac Mays. In lane number 2 for the United States, Stephen Bradley. In lane number 3 for the United States, Josh King.
This is going to be a very powerful heat. I have seen several of these athletes compete in the past. Isaac Mays is a true powerhouse out of Canada, and I've shared the stage with Jeff Lee multiple times, although we've been in different weight classes. Good to see him operating again at the highest levels of the sport. But he's wearing the classic beanie, the pom-pom at the tip.
I love that. I mean, I would be far too hot.
Style points.
And the next group is away, 285 pounds,
Incredible speed here from Stephen and Josh, but Jeffrey Lee there as well.
Both Isaac and Jeffrey neck and neck onto the yoke. But Isaac smooth.
Isaac smooth.
Excellent, he gets it. Isaac, plenty of time. He has 30 seconds left for the block.
Strong, good clean there. Can he stabilize and get this block? He's gonna get it. Wow.
There it is, the strict press.
You see the stabilization through the whole movement. His lower body did not move. He was so consistent throughout that whole press. That was incredible.
10 seconds left for our remaining athletes.
Come on.
5 seconds.
Oh.
That was an aggressive split jerk, but a little too wobbly. Isaac
Well
made
done.
proof that if you spend your time beefing up your shoulders, that strict press can really be an asset on
Yes,
something
it
like
definitely
this.
can. And like I said, he's obviously worked on his overhead stability because that was amazing.
I believe Isaac will be our new leader.
I think so.
Nick Hine did have to take a couple of attempts at that block, and Isaac moved right through it. But here we have heat number 4, Tim Mikowski of USA in lane 1, Aaron Sillis of the UK in lane 2, Josh Harrelson of USA in lane 3, and Aaron McLaughlin of Ireland in lane number 4.
Incredible.
We are already starting off with multiple finishes.
This is incredible.
We guessed 4 to 6, right?
We did.
Okay, let's see. So far we have 2.
We have 2. We can do it.
we got this.
We got this. We're behind you guys. Now do it so we can be right.
There's
Isaac
been a lot
Mays.
of power coming out of Canada in recent years.
It's amazing.
Not that there was never any power there, but it's
They've stepped
inspiring.
up a notch.
Yeah,
They've stepped it
yeah.
up a notch.
It's hard not to notice it.
Yeah.
And as we get more weight on those yokes, those plates get further and further up that little waist stack. We got to crank those collars.
Yep.
Make sure they don't go flying around with these athletes.
Boys are ready. We are just waiting for our refs to get in position. We have checked our yokes. We're good to go, I
I'm
think.
hearing now that Isaac is only a half second ahead of Nick Hine with that 38.9 seconds.
Wow.
So I thought there was more time between them, but only half a second.
That shows how quick Nick did that first 3 implements going into that block.
Mikowski, Sillis, Harrelson, McLaughlin for the stand or submit press medley. Just some final adjustments on the block on lane 1, and we are good to go.
To make sure all our equipment is nice and safe for all our athletes. Sometimes that means we have to wait a little bit longer, but we want everyone to be safe and have a fair shot at getting this completed.
Definitely a moment where the athletes need to be truly effective at sparing their energy and keeping their bodies primed without getting too overstimulated before they even go.
That is tough, standing there at the starting line, ready and having to, flip that switch again. But we are ready, I think. Just putting the block in position. I think the refs are more anxious to start than the athletes. They're ready. Amazing. All 4 athletes moving on to the dumbbell.
McLaughlin falling short of that down call.
Oh! struggling here in this heat to get that monster dumbbell. We haven't seen this yet.
Interesting to see all four of them kind of stumped on it.
Oh, and Aaron gets it, lane 2. He has moved on to the yoke.
Seconds remaining.
Just too much of that lean back again. That felt like a very quick minute, but I think because we were stuck on that monster dumbbell.
That 181-pound dumbbell just kind of stumped everyone right there on that one.
It definitely did.
Heat number 5, Philip Brinkman of USA in lane 1. Darren Peltimes.
It's all gone. It's gone long ago.
Darren Peltimes is someone I've gone to compete with before in the past. Although it was with me as a heavyweight and him as a heavyweight too, he is nice and lean in the 105s and back in action after some downtime. It's good to see.
I'm excited to see if we can have another block presser here. Can we knock Isaac Mays off that top spot?
Darren, clean.
Good lift there, going on to the yoke. Needs to get that dumbbell out the way. Team is there. See the blue team? They are there. Oh, it was so close. Now we've got Philip onto the yoke as well.
And Darren looks so good on that first one, but he might have zapped his energy.
Philip's going to leave it there. He did the dip and you can feel that strain there. Under 10 seconds. Is it worth going for it again? He's going to try again. Oh, so frustrating. Again, we see another 2 athletes struggling with that dumbbell.
Well, by no means is a light dumbbell.
No, it's definitely
That's
not.
hefty. I remember back in my early days, around like 2014 or so, at the national championships, our dumbbell as a heavyweight was 180 pounds, the same weight. And this is part of a 4-implement medley at that same weight for a much lighter athlete. It's amazing how the standard of strength is continuing to push upwards and upwards over the years.
It's incredible.
All right. Heat 6 in lane 1, Thomas Owens of England. In lane number 2, John Alaimo of USA. Lane number 3, Daniel Hughes, USA. And in lane number 4, Christian Paul Arnarsson of Iceland.
This is our 6th of 11 heats now. So 6 more rounds to see who can take the time now.
Just getting lane 1's bar set.
That was impressive by John. There was a sticking point there. It
John
almost came
Alaimo.
back down, yeah, but he
recovered well.
He did. That was amazing. Oh, we've got Daniel. He is on to the yoke already. Little stumble there, but nice and fast getting to that yoke. Wow. Oh, he didn't get it. Oh, no.
Always looking to get it as well.
John Alaimo presses the yoke twice.
He's got time for this block. Let's see it. Come on.
Not too much. Only 15 seconds at this point.
He's got to be efficient with this now. You are pushed through it. Come on.
He gets
he
it.
got it.
He gets the down call. John Alaimo.
He did hold it there before looking through, and he got the head down, and he got the good signal. So that was amazing.
I got to spend a good amount of time talking to John in the days prior to the contest, and very good guy, very fresh on his journey in the sport, but he was well trained, and his father's here with him, and his father has helped him with training.
Oh, I love that.
He's definitely got a big support base. Also coached on Team MST Strength Systems.
Amazing.
So. Yeah, just what I'm most impressed by, of course, that finish in the down call, but the 2 yoke presses back to back.
Yeah. Just stumbling on that first one, just before he got that down signal. So, yeah, incredible.
All right. So John Alaimo will be the 3rd man to finish the whole medley. We move on to heat number 7. Shane Darrow of USA in lane 1, DJ Doggett USA in lane 2, David Kent of England in lane 3, and Emmanuel Piscari of Austria in lane number 4.
I've seen Piscari compete as well. Very, very strong athlete, so looking forward to this. I'm not sure about the other guys. Have you seen any of these guys compete?
I'm sure I've seen them, and I am just failing to have their performances stick out, but I have a feeling about this heat.
David Kent, yes, I've seen him as well. I think it was the Chaos Classic. I've seen him, did very, very well. The other 2 I'm not sure of, so I'm looking forward to seeing, because I like that. I like when I'm not sure, because they usually surprise me.
What I like even more is when I'm not sure, and then they leave me with a performance that I can't forget.
Exactly. Piscari onto the monster dumbbell already, and it's easy lift there. He's going onto the yoke. As I said, he is strong.
Wow.
First time on the yoke.
Piscari is one of those gamblers. We might see sub 30 here.
We're going to see it. Oh, we're going to see it. Come on.
I think he gets it. I think that was sub 30.
I think it was.
I think I saw a 29-second finish.
Wow. I think that was, I'm pretty sure that was a sub 30.
I know we see it on our stage side clock here.
But it's different on the timer.
We'll have to get the official time, but he is for sure our new event leader.
That was incredible. .30.6.
We're getting the unofficial time, but pretty close to official. 30.6 for Emmanuel. Just shy of that coveted 30 seconds, but our fastest time of the day.
Oh, that was incredible.
Official confirmation, 30.6 seconds from Emmanuel Piscari.
Wow. That is tough to beat now. I don't know if we're going to see that beaten.
We are far from being done.
Yes, that's true.
But that was exciting.
But that was exciting. That was incredible to watch.
But you also saw how much time it takes to stabilize that block.
Yeah.
Not just on the lap and on the clean, but once you do get it ready to press.
Incredible performance.
Kevin Candido, USA in lane 1, Matthew Cooney, USA in lane 2, Nick Stock, USA in lane 3, and Danny Schmidt of South Africa in lane number 4. Candido and Stock are moving fast. Danny Schmidt seems to have strained himself somehow. Hopefully it's not too bad.
I hope he's okay. We're seeing these guys struggle. Oh, we've got Matthew. Okay, he's taking his time. Did he get that?
He did get it.
He did get it?
He's apprehensive about the yoke.
He is going in for it though. He's just taking his time. Taking his time going into that.
That was a close split jerk.
That was very close. Yes!
Clean.
Good man.
Clean.
He was very happy with that. Obviously, maybe as close to a PR, but he took his time going into that.
He did, and
I think that was his goal, was to get
that first just barely missed one. Obviously, no match for him on the second attempt. I'd love to see it.
We've got some energy walking out here in this next heat.
Okay, heat 9, lane 1, Tyson Morrissey of Australia. Lane number 2, Alex Sukup of USA. Lane 3, Luke Williams of Wales. And lane number 4, Glenn Helge Kveldhaugsvik of Norway. Big heat, lots of power.
And lane number 1, representing Australia, Tyson Morrissey. And lane number 2, United States, Alex Sukup.
I had breakfast with Glenn Helge Kveldhaugsvik this morning.
And how is he feeling?
Seemed ready. Seemed ready to rock and roll.
I'm excited. He seems very excited coming on there. Very hyped up.
Tyson, power, brute strength.
Amazing. All 4 men onto... Oh no, I think Luke Williams has had to go back. He did not get that. He has Terry in his
Tyson
lane.
looked great. Sukup right behind him.
Oh, he dropped it behind him. Not allowed.
Tyson.
Oh! He's got time to try that again. Is he going to go for it?
Sukup gets it.
Wow, this is fire. This heat. And we've got time on that clock for him to get this 5 seconds. Oh, so frustrating for Tyson. He did so well throughout that, but just didn't quite get the block. He stumbled right at the last minute.
The margin of error is so small on these heavy implements with so much instability factors at play. Wow. Definitely some strict calls on that dropping of the yoke behind.
Yes.
Very impressive when the athletes come back and do it again. Heat 10, Bryce Purton of Australia in lane 1, Blake Davis of USA in lane 2, Jacques de Jager of South Africa in lane 3, and Jesse Campbell of Canada in lane number 4. Our second to last heat of the men's 105s.
There we go. Lots of support from the crowd here for the athletes, which is great. You need that. You need that energy from the crowd for sure.
It's empowering.
It is.
Especially in those grinding moments nearing lockout.
Yeah, we had some good support from the crowd here today.
Blake Davis catching it in that low squat catch.
We've got Bryce from Australia going onto the yoke now with really strong monster press there, monster dumbbell press.
Successful split jerk. He's got plenty of time for the block.
Beautiful split jerk there. That was very efficient and managed to stabilize it even though it was swinging.
Here we have a fifth now. He's got 20 seconds left. 115 seconds.
He doesn't have time. He's taking too long.
I think he's leaving it there. He's leaving that there. That was a fast time going forward though. That's going to get him some points.
I'm wondering if when he had to recatch that block, if that might have jolted his elbows a little bit.
Yeah. That was incredible. That was a good round. Well done to athletes. And there.
One heat left.
One to go.
Heat 11. I'm asking you, how do you say that
Graham
first name?
Lamont.
Graham Lamont.
I know
of
him,
Scotland.
so I can say that one.
That's why I asked you. Graham Lamont in lane number 1, Sean Shoemaker of USA in lane 2, Jonathan Kavanagh of Canada in lane 3, and Brandon Burley of USA in lane number 4.
Graham Lamont, a very strong athlete, Scotland's strongest under 105. Good presser, fast. So looking forward to seeing how he gets on with these weights. But I know he's been putting in a lot of effort.
You've had some good hunches throughout the day.
Yeah, I have.
And we've only just begun.
I know. Any of these guys looking good for you? Or will we find out?
We're going to find out right now. This is... looking good in how they actually perform on such a wide array of different overhead implements. That's going to be two different things. But everyone's looking good right now. Cool, collected, the calm before the storm.
Yeah, they're looking good. They look ready. And we are off on our last heat. Oh, Graham just misses that. We've got Brandon on the monster dumbbell with a good rep.
Brandon Burley looking very burly through those first two.
Wow.
I think we're going to have a possible new leader here.
That was an amazing yoke
How
press.
coordinated can he be on this block?
Oh, well, nice clean, stabilized. Oh, hit himself in the face there a little bit. Oh, it's tough. Come on, we want to see him get this block. You can do this, Brandon. It's tough. You can see that it's tired, fatigue's kicking in. Is there time? No, there's not.
Brandon got close.
He was
very close.
I mean, that yoke press was beautiful.
It was.
It was very good.
And you see just how much movement that block demands of the athlete when they get it there to the chest. I also enjoyed how when the block you had to drop it, it just sticks to the ground. There's no bounce, there's no movement, it just sticks. So unforgiving.
Unfortunately, Graham only made it past the first implement. But again, it's a heavy barbell, as we spoke about. 129.5 kilos, 285 pounds. So to get that lift is incredible.
Manuel Pescari.
Amazing.
Our event leader with just barely over 30 seconds, not even 31. I am wondering if we're going to see anyone in the heavier classes beat it.
We'll find out.
Here are official scores. There's Emmanuel Pescari. 4 full reps in 30.6 seconds. Isaac Mays in second. 4 reps in 38.9 seconds. And less than a full second under him, Nick Hine in third place. 39.48 seconds. John Alaimo, 4 reps in 58.81 seconds. Everyone else south of that just falling shy of advancing onto a successful block press, but nailing the yoke. Our second page of scores, we have one athlete, Matthew Cooney, in 11th place, who was able to get that anchor yoke with a time of 57.19 seconds, barely finishing in the nick of time. Sean Shoemaker finishes 2 reps in 12th place. Daniel Hughes, 2 reps in 13.59 seconds. Thomas Owens, 17.59. Look at that. 3 places from 14th through 16th, all in 17 seconds, before you get a little bit of a gap with Jeffrey Lee in 17th place, 2 reps in 24.6 seconds. Fractions of a second for 13th through 16th place. Up and jack that nervous system, something we would see from Bill Kazmaier back in the day.
Wow. DJ is away on this frame. What did we just say? What did we just say? You know, struggled in that first event, but now look at him. incredible. That
Doggett.
was setting the standard right there for the under 105s.
That was DJ Doggett right there. I hear a very supportive wife behind us. That's my husband, y'all, she says. And I can imagine he is able to filter her voice out of everyone else in the crowd right there.
Definitely. I love that.
What a pace setter. Our first athlete to go out, just crushing it.
Incredible.
And lane 2, getting a measurement, but showing that frame is not to be taken lightly. It is to be taken very, very heavily.
DJ has set the standard now. First, heat out, and he has completed the run. So, everybody's going to have the extra pressure on them now.
But that's the best motivation for every athlete that follows, to see it done in such a blistering speed. They can no longer make this a cakewalk. The game has changed. It's not just about finishing.
Exactly.
It's not just about finishing. Previous heats, we might have seen it take at least 2, 3, 4 heats for someone to finish. You see someone finish right hot out the gates, the pressure's on. It's about time at this point. In heat number 2, we will have Graham Lamont of Scotland in lane number 1, Luke Williams of Wales in lane 2, Yaqub Ibrahim of Bahrain in lane number 3. A 3-man heat.
We're seeing these frames move, but I think there's maybe been a tear in a hand there.
Not just seeing them move, I am feeling them shake the floor every time they hit.
See lane 3 there. He has decided to stop there. They torn his hand. Luke Williams not giving up, still going. Luke Williams in lane 2 from Wales, still giving it his all.
20 seconds remaining.
And Graham Lamont still trying to get that, even just that little bit, that frame across the line. The grip is just not holding out for these frames.
Well, that's the thing. If that grip gives out once, you have a whole nother rep of a 750-pound deadlift to lock out and start moving with. These guys leaving it all out there.
You can't say they are not giving it their all. They really are. And it is a long day. It's a long day for them.
Heat number 3, Melvin Wimba of Zambia on lane 1, Jacques de Jager, South Africa, lane 2, Danny Schmidt, South Africa, lane 3, and Josh King, USA, lane number 4.
Our next group of athletes, heat number 3, we got 4 lanes deep now. Lane number 1 from Zambia, lane 9.
A proper 4-man run here.
2 from South Africa will be Jacques de Jager. And the lane from South Africa, Danny Schmidt. And in lane number 4 from the USA, Josh King.
There must be some motivation having your world's strongest man, Mitchell Hooper, in front of you, cheering you on.
I'll say.
That's going to give you a boost right there.
We have seen some tremendous representation and power out of Zambia. I'm watching Melvin right here in lane 1.
Smooth and steady there.
Here comes Melvin, closing in. Jacques de Jager moves onto the stones.
nice pace going there. If his grip can hold out here, keep that momentum, he's going to cross that line easily.
He's got that hook grip. Those thumbs are taking the punishment.
See the pain. See the arms getting stretched out.
But he is unbreakable. Jacques de
did
Jager
it.
finishes.
He did it. And again, we've seen that the grip held out well on the stones, but did struggle a little bit on that frame as he took it up, dropped it a few times. But that hook grip on those stones really paid off.
DJ Doggett, untouchable so far. And Melvin Wimba really pushing to the very last second, getting every inch there. All right, and we move on to heat number 4. Christian Paul Arnason of Iceland in lane 1, Josh Harrelson, USA in lane 2, Gavin Bell, USA in lane 3, and Tim Mikowski, USA in lane number 4.
Our next group of athletes in lane number 1 from Iceland is Christian Paul Arnason. In lane number 2 from the USA, Josh Harrelson. Lane number 3 from the United States, Gavin Bell. And lane number 4 also from the United States, Tim Mikowski.
Okay, we're on heat number 4 for the under 105s. Sticks and stones carry. Wow, Tim flying.
Mikowski, the freight train, quick out of the frame as well. If his grip can remain as resilient for the stones, he's got a great time. Look at that
He's moving
acceleration.
well. Oh. Lost his balance a bit there, but he's going to make it.
Wow.
Wow.
DJ Doggett had 28.08 finish. Could Tim have caught him?
See Rob Compton there, reminded him no sliding. There will be a time penalty if you slide the implement. Real fight to the end there.
27.81 seconds. Tim Mikowski of USA, our new leader, inching out DJ Doggett.
7 heats remain.
And look at that. I want to call it out and shout it out to World's Strongest Man Mitchell Hooper. He is out here resetting equipment, cheering on athletes, supporting them all throughout the day. He's under no obligation to do any of this, but he is out here with the next generation of athletes, possible rivals amidst these people he's helping, moving sleds. You don't see that out of champions all too often, and it's heartwarming, it's endearing, and I love to see it.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, he's not here for that. He's got no obligation to go out and help, but he is. And he's been doing it since he was here this morning, going out and helping the athletes, cheering them on, helping the crew. Just shows the nature of the sport that we have here.
And it speaks volumes to a man's character. But I suppose he better use that energy while he has it, because he's soon to be a father come February.
That is very true.
I'm so happy
How
for
exciting.
him.
I know, it's so exciting for him. So exciting.
World's strongest helper.
There he is right there.
Our
next heat in lane number 1, Aaron McLaughlin of Ireland. In lane 2, Kevin Candido, USA. In lane 3, Stephen Bradley, USA. In lane number 4, Nick Stock, USA. So Kevin Candido is reaching toward his elbow.
Nothing bad's happened. We don't want that. Oh. Yeah, that
I think
doesn't
he
look
felt
good.
a pop.
20 seconds off.
I know that look. I know
Yeah,
that
that
sudden
doesn't
drop.
look good. You see, he's looking at his arm. He's not going to continue.
I hope for the best, and I hope it's just a little bit of paranoia, but we know at this point, especially with the 750-pound frame lift,
Yeah, I think he's
That
definitely
arm
done
doesn't look
something
too
for
good.
that. That doesn't look too good. And the guys are leaving it there. They're leaving it there.
well, some lonely stones on that heat.
Very lonely. Let's hope they're not too lonely for too long. We want to see some more movement here, guys.
Really hope Candido's all right. All right, Heat 6 takes to the arena floor Ben Gutsky, USA in lane 1, Sean Shoemaker, USA in lane 2, Aaron Sillis of the UK in lane number 3, and Glenn Helge Kvilhaugsvik of Norway in lane number 4.
Hopefully he's okay, but we have a team in the house to make sure that he's okay.
Our next group of athletes are already grouped and ready. We got Ben Gutsky in lane 1, Sean Shoemaker in lane 2, and Silas in lane 3.
And we are off. This is looking good for Ben in lane 1. This is absolutely solid. Wow.
Wow,
That is
a little bit slow
incredible.
at the start, but he accelerated.
Can he do the same with the stones?
So quick on that pick, he grabbed it as he was turning into the stones.
Keep it going. Come on, get it to the end. Let's do this with no drops. And he's
Ben
done
Gutsky,
it. Wow.
incredible. There's that I word again, incredible.
Incredible.
And here we have Sean Shoemaker moving down the course, still has plenty of time.
20 seconds remain. 15 seconds. 10 seconds.
I'm wondering, Gutsky, that was fast. He's sticking around to hear his time.
He is. He's waiting to see if he's
There he is right there on the screen.
taking that top spot. That was a quick time.
As we wait for that time, heat number 7 will take the field. In lane 1, Jonathan Kavanagh of Canada. Lane number 2, Philip Brinkman of USA. Lane number 3, Ruben Krage of the Netherlands. And lane number 4, Jesse Campbell, Canada.
Okay, I think we're getting set again. I think we're just about done, ready to go for this next heat.
We're all staying ready. Kavanaugh in lane number 1, Brickman in lane 2, Krieger in lane 3, Campbell in lane 4. We just need a head judge. They're in center.
Waiting on Darren Sadler there, chatting away to Big Loss. But he is ready now. Good steady pace from Philip in lane 2. That was good. It's nice and steady.
Great
no
frame
drops.
carry.
Really, really good carry.
We're down to 280 pounds on one hand, 200 pounds on the other. Less than 30 seconds remaining.
That's it, Philip. Finish it.
He's closing in. Those muscles
Finish
are
it.
fatiguing.
Come on. Couple
Right
more
on the
steps.
line.
Come on.
There he has
He did it.
Philip Brinkman, USA.
Used all that last bit of energy there to get that across.
Heat number 8, Jeffrey Lee, representing Taiwan in lane 1. Blake Didas, USA lane 2, Darren Hiltemis, USA lane 3, and Thomas Owens of England in lane number 4. We will have 3 more heats after this one, so we are closing in on our absolute top finishers here.
Out on the floor in lane number 1, representing Taiwan, it's Jeffrey Lee. Lane number 2 for the USA, Blake Diaz. Lane number 3 for the USA, Darren Hiltemis. And in lane number 5, Thomas Owens.
Look at Jeff Lee.
Wow. This is incredible. That was fast. Jumping out that frame, getting back to that stones.
A quick pick on the stones. He's accelerating, but it rocked him a bit.
That time will be safe.
There we go. Better control there on that second pickup.
There we
And
go.
he did it. Well done. Jeffrey Lee.
Jeffrey Lee, and I see him wearing some barefoot style minimalist shoes right there, really gluing himself to the ground.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, I'll be all right, he says.
It really hits you when you stop the event, when you push yourself that much. It's once you stop, you're like, whoa, what just happened?
When all that
was
pressure
wild.
releases, all of that internal pressure.
A handshake there from Lynn.
The death medley, it really takes a chunk of every athlete's soul, it seems.
It is brutal. We've seen that. It is proven that because some of the top athletes haven't even managed to move the frame. So it really is a brutal event.
Heat number 9, lane 1, Daniel Hughes of USA. Lane number 2, Matthew Cooney, USA. Lane number 3, Alex Sukup, USA. And lane number 4, Matthew McKeegan, Ireland.
Let's go, Matty! Let's go, Ellen! Let's go, Matt! Let's go!
We got Dan Hughes in lane number 1, Matthew Cooney in lane number 2, and Sukup in lane number 3, and Matt McKeegan in lane number 4.
I have a feeling lanes 3 and 4 are going to have a showing together. I don't want to count out lanes 1 or 2, but I don't know. There's something in the air about those two lanes right now.
I agree. I mean, Matt McKeegan was amazing in the first event. And I think we're going to see it here.
Daniel Hughes means business. Look at that recovery. He almost went down.
We are being, you know, we said 3 and 4, but look, here we are.
You know,
this is what we want. This is what we want.
What amazed me right there, Daniel Hughes almost went down for a second, but pulled back up against that 750-pound frame.
We're being proven wrong here. Okay. Daniel in lane 1 is going to be the winner of this heat.
Daniel Hughes, incredible. Wow, really hustled it. It's not that we were wrong. You know, Alex Sukup and Matthew McKeegan are putting on a show head-to-head, but Daniel Hughes blew them out of the water.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Under 10 seconds, Sukup looking to get a
Wow.
5 seconds remaining.
Still big points for Alec.
Big points. I am surprised there, though. I am a little surprised there. But again, we are being surprised in this. We are seeing people fall, not being able to complete this event.
Our second to last heat number 10, Shane Darrow, USA, lane 1, Bryce Purton, Australia, lane 2, Tyson Morrissey, Australia, lane 3, and Brandon Burley, USA, lane 4. Burley, another athlete that looked very strong as he took on that press medley. Of course, why he's in the second to last heat.
Let's go, Shane!
But just like you said, we have been surprised with those athletes that did seemingly well in the first event, not having so much of that skill transfer over to an in-motion event like this.
Yeah, so it's anyone's game at this point with what we've seen with the other categories. So let's find out in this next heat.
Our next known athlete is lane number 1 for the USA, Shane Darrow.
Let's go,
Lane number 2 from Australia, Bryce Purton. Lane number 3 from Australia, Tyson Morrissey. And lane number 4 from the United States, Brandon Burley.
Brandon Burley taking the lead.
Nice and steady there, little drop, but we want to see that. I think he's got that in him to finish it. Just needs to get that up off the floor.
Come on, Brandon!
30 seconds remaining.
Brandon's struggling to get that back up now. Had great momentum to start with.
Come on!
But he's done it, and he's going back to the stones.
235 is the lane 1. 25 foot. Good distance to traverse. 10 seconds remaining.
Keep it going, come on!
Under 5.
Come on, Brandon!
And good measurement for Brandon.
Very good.
Our top finishers here in heat 11, John Alaimo, USA, lane 1, Nick Hine, USA, lane 2, Isaac Mays, Canada, lane 3, and Emmanuel Pescari, Austria, lane 4. Our gold shirt really made us get to the edge of our seats in that first
Sure
event.
did. We sure did.
But John Limo also very impressive on the press medley. He is right in front of us. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. From Long Island, New York, if I'm not mistaken. There he is right there on the screen.
Our 11th and final heat in the men's 105 class. In lane number 1 for the United States is John Alamo.
Isaac Mays jumping into the frame before he's even started. Just,
Oh yeah. Look at me.
yeah, what a flex.
Why not? Get that energy up. Get ready to move fast. Because you're going to have to with our gold shirt leader at the end there.
Reeking confidence.
All right, Nick, you got this. Strong hand.
Nick, let's do this.
There you go, Johnny. There you go, kid. Squeeze it. Squeeze those hands.
We've got Scotty and lane 4 there. Little drop if he gets that going again.
John Alamo is closing that gap.
You got it. One more time. Suck it up. Suck it up and do it. Come
I
on,
hear his
Johnny.
dad right behind me.
Suck it up and do it.
Finish it. Finish it.
Yes, John has it onto the stone.
Good, but we've
Emmanuel
still got
Pescari.
Emmanuel Pescari.
Big boy.
Lane 4. And he has crossed the line.
You got it, Johnny. Go. Tight steps. Tight steps. You got time. You got time. You got this. 15. Slow and steady. You're doing great, Johnny. Keep it up. Got it. You got it. Fight it. Fight it. Fight it. Come on, Johnny. You got this. Fight it. Fight it. Keep going. Keep going.
Isaac Mays of Canada has been doing incredibly
He has.
well. But John Alamo also been doing well. Emmanuel Pescari.
Pescari.
They're in heats to come, so we will see. But there are some serious contenders here.
You have Graham Lamont first to the second bar there. Good lift, who struggled yesterday. He did struggle yesterday, so it's good to see that he's feeling confident going into this event. Can we see a good lift for that third bar for Graham? Ten seconds. Is it worth trying this last bar? No.
Valiant efforts across the field there. But that third bar, 725 pounds, 329 kilos. It's hefty. Hefty, hefty.
What is your deadlift, Max?
On a barbell,
Yep.
in contest, the heaviest I've done is 1,000 pounds.
What's that in kilos?
I think it's 450, something around there.
Wow.
457.
Wow. That's heavy. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
That's a lot of me's.
That's a lot of yous. I'm betting we see some future 1,000-pound deadlifters in the men's open as they come out.
I
But
agree.
It's going to be impressive to watch nonetheless. Heat number 2, lane 1, Nick Stock of the USA. Lane number 2, Gavin Bell, USA. Lane 3, Jonathan Cavanaugh, Canada. And lane number 4, Stephen Bradley, USA. What about you? What's your max deadlift?
210.
210.
Yeah.
Don't say that so like it's because you asked me. 210 is massive.
No, I'm proud of it.
Good, good.
But I would like it to be more.
Oh, well, that's one of the things, right? It's never enough for us. The
No.
second we get that PR, we only enjoy it for about 5 minutes, and then we think of the next
Yeah,
one.
exactly. I'm like, okay, now 211.
Yeah, there you go. But we're all that way.
I tried it the other day in the gym randomly. It didn't happen. It was close. I'll get it next time.
It's better when it's close than when it doesn't budge at all, because a lot of these athletes, when they get to that bar at the top end of their performance capacity, when it doesn't leave the ground, that's a different type of defeated feeling. But look in lane number 4, Stephen Bradley of USA locks out that massive 8-plate bar, 765 pounds, moves on to 800 pounds, 363 kilos.
What do you call it? We're calling it. Is he going to get it?
I don't know. That was a slow lockout on the way up. But yeah, it's that second moment of pull when the weights want to leave the ground that is overpowering him here.
That is tough. You can see it's moving really well as it's coming up, but then it's just sticking almost.
as we move through the deadlift event, it's one thing to think of the Athletes Foundation, and one of our sponsors that we're so grateful for being here at the official Strongman Games is Barefoot Shoes. And Barefoot Shoes is running a discount code for the event, a special discount. You can use code OSG23 for 10% off at Barefoot Shoes. And trust me, I'm wearing my Barefoots right now. They are a life-changing choice in footwear and help out big time on deadlifts. That's code OSG23 for 10% off of your next purchase at Barefoot Shoes.
I agree. I think this is everybody should have these for their deadlifts. It's been a game changer for me in my training.
Aaron Sillis in lane 1 of the UK, Shane Darrow, USA in lane 2, Glenn Helge Velhagsvik of Norway in lane 3, and David Kent of England in lane 4. Look at Shane Darrow.
Wow. I do love a deadlift, you know. I get really excited when we have a deadlift ladder in our... Come on, come on, come on. That was smooth. That was smooth. It was slow, but that was good.
I think he gets this.
You calling it?
I am calling it.
He's
I think he gets it.
He's got time. He's got plenty of time. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh.
Shane Darrow.
Oh.
A valiant effort, and although he does not get it, he has gotten the furthest.
He has.
Also in terms of range of motion of any athlete thus far.
Well done. That was
I got to be optimistic, you know. I want to see these athletes do it.
Oh.
It's so incredible the amount of weight that they're lifting in terms of pound of body weight to pound lifted ratio. And even if you don't count body weight into the picture, just that weight alone is phenomenally heavy.
It's massive. It's massive. But it is showing like how smooth that fourth bar moved, and then going on to there and not managed to get. You can see that the fatigue going in that ladder, but also the change in the weight. It's a challenge.
In lane number 1, Tyson Morrissey of Australia. In lane number 2, Yaqub Ibrahim of Bahrain. Lane 3, Darren Heltemis of USA. And in lane number 4, Matthew Cooney, USA. Darren in lane 3, I've competed with him many years ago, right before I turned pro, and he was one of my favorite rivals ever. So I'm watching him. But Tyson Morrissey, the pace setter for this heat.
Wow. Getting set in with those straps now.
Darren joins Tyson on bar 3.
Good lift there. A little bit of a jerk. I think he's struggling with that. Suit is digging into his thighs there.
Is that it? I'm hoping that's what it is. It's not a hip muscle acting up.
I've seen him pulling it down, so whether, yeah, I feel like they're digging in there.
Well, I can imagine that that's a bit constricting on some uncomfortable areas.
Yeah. 10 seconds. There's not going to be enough time here. You're going to have to go super fast. No, no. He needs to get out of that suit. That really, really slowed him down there. He was really uncomfortable.
You know, it's one thing to have a suit on for a 1 rep max sort of issue, but when you're moving fast down a course of ascending weight, footwork's involved, that suit can get wrought into some pretty tight places, and it's tough to say. You have to assume it takes away from one's performance at that point.
It can be very restrictive, and if you can feel that throughout the movement, it's going to throw you off.
In lane 1, Danny Schmidt of South Africa. In lane number 2, Nick Hine, USA. Lane number 3, Jesse Campbell of Canada. And lane number 4, Josh King of USA.
Are we missing our lane number 1?
We are. That would have been Danny Schmidt of South Africa, but I believe there was an event where he didn't show up yesterday, so he might be MIA.
Wow, Josh King.
And Nick Hine right there with him.
Look at that. Nick not far behind as well, looking smooth, both these guys.
Josh King, every bar has looked the same in terms of speed.
I'm calling it, he's getting all 5.
All right, the pressure's on. Nicola calls it. 8 plates on this bar for Josh King.
He's getting it, come on.
It's happening.
It's happening, I'm calling it. Come on, Josh. We're behind you. We're all behind you. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, a little bit
that
off center.
second moment of
bit off
tug.
center.
Oh, he was looking so good.
Mitchell Hooper's telling me off, saying I shouldn't have said anything.
It's our job as commentators to say things, literally. Josh, strong work. Very strong work.
I think if he had positioned his hands right and it wasn't, you know, a wobbly, he would have gotten that. But we could see it was a little bit off balance there.
At this point, no one has gotten that bar, though.
Yeah.
And he got there fast. So he may very well be our current event leader.
That was fast for the first 4 bars and really easy as well.
Heat 6 in lane 1, Blake Ditas of USA. Lane 2, Luke Williams of Wales. Lane 3, Thomas Owens of England. And lane number 4, Josh Harrelson of the USA. Wow, Owens and Williams so fast.
Beautiful.
Williams slowed down a little bit on that bar. Owens slowing down, but rightfully so. The bar's getting hefty. Josh Harrelson locks out bar number 2. And Blake Ditas in lane 1 has met his match, as with Luke Williams.
Is he going to be able to fight through this? No. There's still 20 seconds on the clock.
It's a tough thing to miss a first attempt, rest, and then come back. It's usually you give it your all on that first one, and if it happens, it happens.
Still not seeing up to the standard of Josh King there, whose deadlifts were pretty flawless and sadly just missed that last bar, but I do believe that he would be our leader in this event so far.
Heat number 7, lane 1 will be Matthew McKeegan of Ireland. Lane number 2, Isaac Mays of Canada. Lane number 3, Melvin Mwimba of Zambia. And lane number 4, Alex Sukup. All 4 men here. Incredible competitors. Very strong. Melvin Mwimba yesterday really impressed me on that carry medley.
Isaac Mays, Matthew McKeegan.
Yeah, those guys.
This is a good round.
This is a good one. We're gonna see. We're gonna see something here.
We're gonna see something. We're excited. Matthew McKeegan getting ready there. Eyeing up those barbells. You see our Smurfs in lane 2 there, making sure that everything is as it should be for our athletes before we blow the whistle.
Mwimba and McKeegan.
Wow.
With Mays and Sukup just behind. All 4 men take to the second bar, synchronized.
Wow, Matthew McKeegan going in the lead there. No, right behind him though. All 4 athletes.
McKeegan.
McKeegan, yes.
He is looking strong.
And we've got Alec as well, moving on.
Matthew McKeegan is the one to watch. Lane number 1, calling on the crowd.
He's looking confident.
800 pounds, 363 kilos.
Is he gonna get it? Come on! Come on! Yes!
Matthew McKeegan of Ireland, the first man to deadlift the 800-pound, 363-kilo bar.
And again, we see the effort that goes into this, that, you know, all that adrenaline and that suit.
He was waiting for that down call.
He just like, just give it me so I can get out the suit.
But he still had a little bit to go with hip extension.
He did,
I have
and that
to
was
say,
fair.
Matthew McKeegan, at every time I've seen him getting ready for an event, he has looked like an attack dog, just ready, ready to unleash. He's got that gaze in his eyes. He flips that switch. This is the biggest, baddest McKeegan we have ever seen.
We're going to use the words. We're going to say it.
It was incredible.
It was.
All right.
Woo!
Big bad Matt McKeegan.
Well done, Matt.
All right, heat number 8 in lane 1 will be Christian Paul Anarsson of Iceland. Lane number 2, Sean Shoemaker, USA. Lane 3, Brandon Burley, USA. Lane number 4, John Alimo, USA. It's a different thing when you win a deadlift event and you kind of feel that in your soul, huh?
Yeah.
That's
I still got goosebumps from that. That was amazing. And he held it there. He didn't give up, and the ref was very fair.
It's going to make for some good shots on next year's opening reel, huh?
It definitely is. But that was clear. He got his hips through, shoulders were back. Beautiful rep.
Can't wait to see what Joe with Official Strongman does with that footage.
Can't wait.
John Alaimo and Brandon Burley setting the pace.
Sean there as well, that second bar. Wide stance from Brandon, but it's working because he is on to the 4th bar. Just get it past those knees and you'll get it. Wow, did
Brandon
you see
Burley,
that?
look at John. Can he get it?
Come on, John.
John Alaimo gave it his all, but fell a bit short.
Brandon.
Sean Shoemaker.
Sean! Where did he come from? Wow! He came out of nowhere there. That was
USA
good.
answering Ireland's call. Sean Shoemaker in lane 2, our second man to lock out the 800-pound barbell. Can another man do it? We will see in the heats to come. We have 2 heats left. 2 men have locked out 800 pounds, 363 kilos, USA and Ireland. In heat number 9, Jacques de Jager of South Africa will take lane 1. Philip Brinkman of USA will take lane 2. Emmanuel Pescari of Austria will take lane number 3. And Jeffrey Lee of Taiwan will take lane 4. Some other big names in this one too.
Big names there. I'm looking forward to seeing Pescari in this one. You see them waddling out there with their suits on.
Pescari looked
tough.
Dangerous as he passed the screen right there, didn't he?
Definitely did.
Lee
looking
a bit
excited.
Of a waddle.
He's got a smile on his face while he waddles to his bar.
That suit is tight, but I know Jeff Lee is a strong deadlifter. If he is not feeling too beat up after yesterday, we'll see some good things. But look at Emmanuel. So ready in that stance. Powerful.
He is ready.
Jacques de Jager setting the pace.
Wow. All 4 athletes onto the second bar. Pescari as well.
Jacques gave me a look as he was about to enter the arena right now, and he knew he was going to do something based off of it, and he is answering the call by McKeegan.
This is some speed. Moving up this ladder. Pescari slightly in head now, though. He is both going on to that last bar.
De Jager, Pescari.
And Jeffrey Lee. 3 athletes onto that bar. Get it past those knees.
Pescari fighting the hitch. Can he do it?
Come on. He's got it. Come on, come on, come on. No, you're not there. Keep pulling.
He's not there. He's waiting for a down call, but he needs to extend.
He's not going to get it. Not from Rob. Oh, he tried.
Wow.
He tried so hard.
He gave it everything.
He gave that everything there. It just wasn't enough.
Shoemaker and McKeegan remain as the only 2 men to have locked out the massive 5th bar. But our final heat, heat number 10. Daniel Hughes of USA will take lane 1. Ben Gutsky, USA lane 2. DJ Doggett, USA lane 3. And Tim Mikowski, USA lane 4 for an All-American spread. DJ Doggett was so impressive yesterday on that carry.
He was incredible.
Well, as were all of these men. That's why they're here in this last heat, but I remember his as a standout performance.
He did stand out yesterday in that event, for sure. Here we go. DJ Doggett on it again.
DJ Doggett doing a hook grip.
Wow, but we've got Daniel there. First one to the 3rd bar. Wow, smooth.
Daniel Hughes.
Whoa!
Lane 1, everybody. Keep your eyes. Will this be our third man to lock out 800?
We want to see it. Come on. Come on. Come on, Daniel. No, he's leaving it there.
I think we only see two men
today.
with that bar.
Only 2 men getting 5 bars.
Tim Mikowski has 10 seconds. Points on the field. It's just a bit too much.
With Sean Shoemaker in the lead with the 5 bars. 48.2 seconds.
Shoemaker and McKeegan.
Have we got
Go Rock
Danny
Survival.
Schmidt? No, we have not.
Have we not?
Nope, looks like we just got 3. Unless he's going to appear from nowhere.
Oh, yes, he's not. Yeah, maybe not. Because we don't wait. We've not been waiting.
Nope.
50-foot back.
Here we go, we're on to the Husabel bag now with Graham and Gavin. David's just struggling along with that Atlas Stone ball. The Atlas Stone sandbag, he needs to get it into that sled and pull.
Graham Lamont there, he is very good at his moving events, and he does need to pick up some points here. He did struggle.
He's getting into that sled well, though. He's getting into that sled really well. He's got them hips back, but he's not leaning into the backpack.
Yeah, he did struggle yesterday, but he has really worked hard today, and see there, he's going to get a good time.
He's going to get a finish.
That. Yes.
It's the very first heat. You can't ask for more than that. He's got his finish.
15 seconds.
Good, and we've got Gavin Bell as well over the line. David Kent is down, and hopefully he hasn't hurt himself too badly.
Is that David Kent?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, I think David had a really tough weight cut. Okay. And that's where it's really going to show here. If you've had a tough weight cut and you're not having a great show, it's really going to show on this event, because it's just going to drain everything that you've got left. Especially some of these guys that may have cut sort of 5 to 10 kilos. That's a lot of weight to lose.
That is a lot of weight to lose. And how does it play a part then? How, in these kind of events, how do you start feeling it? Explain it to us. I've never really done a big cut like that before.
So the feeling that you're going to get, you're just going to get really light in the legs. And it's just your legs sort of feel almost floating. So you're not, they don't feel like they're with you.
No
and
energy.
Then you try, no energy. You try and put a bit of force through your legs and nothing happens.
Yeah.
You just can't move, and it's soul destroying, but you know what's happening.
And do you think it's worth doing these cuts, or do you think it would maybe more beneficial for them to go up, or make sure that their weight is actually at the weight category they should be at?
It depends. It really does depend on your rehydration strategy, and if you can get that right. If you can rehydrate well, then a big cut's fine. But if you're not quite in tune with that, and something goes awry, then no, a big cut, then probably just better aim into the category above. Seeing that as a sort of carrot dangling in front of you and chase that instead of trying to make these hell cuts every time.
Yeah.
So into the second
let's go
heat here, we've got Aaron McLaughlin from Ireland in lane 1, Yakub Abraham from Bahrain in lane 2, Jonathan Kavanagh, Canada in lane 3, and Nick Stock from the US in lane 4.
Okay, before this starts, we're going to hand over to Gabe and the one, the only, Evan Singleton. Thank you very much, Dan.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure.
Here's Gabe and Evan Singleton.
Hopefully that fits. That's quite big.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our second heat of the men's under 105 category is well underway, and I am so happy to be joined by my good friend Evan the T-Rex Singleton.
My good friend the Texas Titan. How you doing, brother?
This is the first time I'm seeing you all weekend. It's good to see you. Where have you been hiding?
I'm a busy man.
Yeah, no kidding. The T-Rex has to go on his hunt, doesn't he?
Always on the lookout for the next meal.
We have Nick Stock in lane 4, has successfully loaded his sled. A combined weight of 575 pounds. And he is vying for that finish against Graham Lamont.
Once you get to this part of the event, this is really where your legs are fried. You're feeling that pressure build up in your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. Everything is burning, and everything is telling you to stop. But this is where you really show that grit.
These falls, Evan, are so costly, man. When they get close to the finish line like that, they have a 101-pound bag on their backs. And yeah, these guys weighed in at 231 pounds or under, but that is just about half their body weight. And you can't just do a sit-up with that.
No, you can't. It's an entire process, just getting back up onto your feet, not to mention grabbing a hold of the implement and then keep going when you're already spent.
What do you think of this event as a whole?
Absolutely terrible. I do not envy the ladies and gentlemen that have to do this event. I don't envy the helpers that have to reset this event after each attempt. I don't envy anything about this event.
You think this is the worst event out of the spread? And honestly, I say worse in terms of what you wouldn't want to do?
Yeah. This is pretty up there. The Go Ruck backpack weighing you down is definitely a new concept that I haven't seen in a strongman competition. And then taking into account that you have to carry two very, very heavy objects into a sled, and then the backwards drag by itself is terrible, but adding all of that together, you make the implement from hell.
I was just thinking of how crazy it is for this weight to be pressing down them from the back as they're trying to lift up these massive weights off the ground. It's a huge undertaking. I mean, when they're coming up with that 300-pound Husafell-shaped stone, they already have 101 extra pounds on them. So they're essentially doing that full Sturker Husafell stone just kind of dispersed in different parts of their body. But here we have heat number 3. In lane number 1, Ruben Krage of the Netherlands. In lane number 2, Bryce Purton of Australia. Lane number 3, Joshua Harrison, USA. And lane number 4, Aaron Sillis of the UK.
I've been saying this ever since I've been watching. I've been watching this competition from the stands, and I have to say the 105 is the most nationality diverse group in this entire competition. Every single time almost, you see somebody from a different part of the world in every single lane.
That's one of the beautiful things about OSG is you have so many nationalities coming together, unifying under this sport. It's impressive. Josh Harrelson of USA, closely followed by Ruben Krage of the Netherlands.
Quick feet hustle on the way back. As you know in Strongman, every second counts. Really cutting back on that time, running back to the second implement is going to make all the difference.
But with that 300-pound tombstone and the 101-pound backpack, that's 400 extra pounds in tow. The combined weight of the sled, 575 pounds, 261 kilograms, and Josh Harrelson of USA is off to the finish line.
Being able to use that backpack is definitely something that you can take advantage of.
Right, but that's a fine line to walk, I would have to assume. You go too far back, and we've seen so many athletes fall.
Perfect example.
So many athletes fall, and it's easily a 5 to 10 second endeavor trying to get back up.
It definitely is. You could be close with your fellow competitor crossing that line, and you take a tumble, you're not across that line, that just costs you the win.
All 4 athletes finish.
Beautiful.
That's what I like to see, and that was our heat number 3. But we're not even close to being done with this massive class. Heat number 4 will have Luke Williams of Wales in lane 1, Jesse Campbell of Canada in lane 2, Glenn Helge Kvalhalsik of Norway in lane 3, and Blake Ditas of USA in lane 4. Evan, the T-Rex Singleton. Dude, if you were doing this event, just if you were doing this event, would you prefer them to be actual stones, or are you happy with this choice of sandbags?
I personally would be definitely happy with the choice of sandbags. Doing this with stones would be absolutely miserable. This is a personal preference for me, but I like being able to work with a sandbag, and even if it's tightly compact, you can still find a way to work your grip into the sandbag, into the implement. You can mold it a little bit so that it fits better in your body, as opposed to a stone where that's got no give to it. You're gonna have to grip that with everything that you have the entire time that you're running down the length of the course. Me personally, I would be happy with sandbags.
Put yourself in the athlete's perspective. What strategy are you doing? What are you executing as you go through this event?
The most important thing from what I'm observing right now is that you need to be able to breathe. Your cardiovascular needs to be on point, but you need to control your breathing throughout the entire lift. There is no holding your breath and bracing. There is none of that. If you do that, you're not going to get enough blood flow to the areas of the body that need it. You're going to burn out, and it's going to fry you. So that way, once you're able to get to the backwards sled drag, you're not going to have the energy to do so.
Now, look in lane 1, Luke Williams of Wales. If Big Gav
Gavin Bilton was a 105. Is that not him?
That is him.
It's the mustache, the hair.
Yep.
That's what a lean Gav would look like,
Absolutely. Isn't it? Absolutely. The only thing he's missing is about 200 pounds on his belly.
But wow, look at Glenn Hilvaugsvik of Norway in lane number 3, closely followed by Jesse Campbell. Glenn missing that sled, a costly error. The loaded sled for Jesse. Luke Williams.
Starting to hit that wall. You need to lean back more.
Look at Luke, the moment of opportunity here.
And just like you said earlier, that falling down is going to cost him.
A good recovery, though, but
very good recovery.
Very costly.
Getting those shoulders back and really using your body weight to your advantage and leading into it is crucial for this.
Another fall. He is so fried, isn't he?
Yeah.
I bet that crash pad felt really good to fall back on.
Absolutely. No longer carrying that heavy backpack. Yeah.
Nearly a 600-pound sled. You know, these weights are weights that would be just an ample challenge for guys our size.
Absolutely. I mean, I could see each guy on the pro circuit finishing this event and just be huffing and puffing, practically gasping for air, just trying to hold on to life. I really could.
I really love how the standard of strength has been consistently set and reset from one year to the next on what we thought was achievable and was capable. Here we are, official Strongman Games. We are going to find the world's strongest athletes in this 105 class. But the weights, they finished off with the 800-pound deadlift.
I saw that.
That was nuts.
That was absolutely unbelievable. 105-kilogram guy deadlifting after 4 previous deadlifts an 800-pound elephant bar. You're not going to see action like this anywhere else, and I truly do believe that this is the competition that will decipher who is the strongest 105-kilo man.
Heat number 5 takes the arena floor in lane 1 with Stephen Bradley of the USA, Darren Hell-Timis, USA lane 2, Matthew Cooney of USA lane 3, and Melvin Wimba of Zambia in lane number 4. Our Smurfs here, the OSG staff, have been such an integral part of the quick turnover from one event to the next. I imagine many of these guys are going to be more sore than some of the competitors.
Absolutely. And my previous experiences of helping run a competition, being plate loader, equipment manager, anything like that, I'm always way more sore after helping than competing.
You think Mitch is going to be sore?
Absolutely.
He's been sweating out there helping everyone.
Absolutely.
Mad respect to Mitch. He's been working hard. But the athletes working hard.
Wow,
Stephen Bradley.
We are off to a fast start.
101 pounds on their back, a full 46 kilograms.
The footwork on lane 1 is absolutely awesome. He is booking.
I'm wondering how it transfers over on this backwards drag here. What's your take on the athletes that are flexing their elbows versus those that keep the arms fully extended?
Personally, I feel like that kind of compromises a little bit of your ability to use your body weight to your advantage when you're leaning backwards. But again, this is Strongman. It's however you get the implement across the line, over your head, locked out, whatever it may be. That's the only thing that matters.
Stephen Bradley, the heat leader.
Blistering time.
Will it be enough to edge out Josh Harrelson with his 50.97 second finish? We will see. Matthew Cooney and
Finished
Melvin Wimba.
and finished.
3 men out of the 4 finish. Strong showing, and as we go down this list of athletes, we have our higher and higher placers. DJ Doggett will be the first athlete in lane 1 of heat 6. Christian Paul Anarsson of Iceland in lane number 2. Josh King of USA will be in lane 3. And Ben Gutsky of USA will take lane number 4.
Evan, what do you think of the events that we've seen here at the official Strongman Games thus far?
Very interesting. I like the combination of new events mixed with classic events. The nickel stone walk and frame medley, that was awesome to see because it was a combination of speed but also concentration and intention with each individual movement, each individual step. It had to have purpose, mixed in with classic events like the deadlift ladder with ascending weight. That's just, I think it's really cool to see everything get mixed up every once in a while. And OSG this year is doing a really good job of that.
Have you want to have a go at any of these?
What's that?
Did you want to have a go at any of these events?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I purposefully took the weekend off.
There you go. DJ Doggett has had some really fast footwork in the competition so far. I want to see him here on this one.
Absolutely. That stature too, those long legs, those long arms. This should be a relatively solid event, and he's proving us right too. Those long legs coming in great handy right now. Quick footwork back to the second bag.
275 pounds.
Ben Gusky closing the gap. It's going to all come down to the sled drag.
Who's got more grit? Oh, and he is flying.
Doggett has it. He cannot afford to fall.
He cannot hit that wall. You need to keep moving. It looks like he's going to get it.
DJ Doggett,
and
lane
he does
one.
it.
Josh King nearing that finish line. And Christian getting close, might run out of time.
Oh,
and
the tumble costs him the finish.
It's so hard to do a sit-up with 100 pounds on your back.
It really is. That's another thing that just makes it so interesting. It's an element that not a lot of these athletes are going to be familiar with. This is something very new to Strongman, and nobody is used to it.
How well prepped do you think these athletes truly could have come for this event?
I've seen people training with weighted vests that we see in CrossFit events. I've seen people loading up plates into backpacks. And honestly, I really can't see anybody being fully prepared for just the level of intensity that is required for this competition. This is going to be a real shock to the system for every single athlete.
Heat number 7 takes the arena floor. Tyson Morrissey of Australia in lane 1. Shane Darrow, USA in lane number 2. Jacques de Jager of South Africa in lane number 3. And Philip Brinkman of USA in lane number 4. When I had Big Laws commentating with me a couple categories ago, he said adaptability was a very critical component of the athlete's arsenal as they go into an event like this. How necessary was that for you at World's Strongest Man?
Oh, man, honestly, adaptability is one of the main focuses that an athlete needs to have to compete at such a high level. I mean, you're more familiar with this than anybody else. You need to be able to adapt on the fly. Events change last minute. Equipment gets mixed up last minute. Things break. You have to move things around. We have to change where we're doing an event. This is Strongman, and what do they say about Strongman? Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
You need to be able to be prepared on a moment's notice for a sudden change in anything.
It's that whole Murphy's Law concept. Whatever can happen will happen.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
Here we go. The men are off. Pretty close.
Pretty solid line.
Philip Brinkman moves so fast with that weight on his back. And he is our pace setter right here, lane number 4.
He's got a good lead, but lane 1's catching up.
Acceleration from Tyson Morrissey. Is it going to be a risky gamble?
Oh no, he's hitting that wall. It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
Philip gets it.
And he takes
Tyson in second, and Jacques de Jager, South Africa, in third. We have Shane Darrow closing off his distance, keeping his focus despite being the final finisher. He will get it if he doesn't fall.
Oh, you jinxed him. That was your fault.
It is my job as a commentator to jinx it, my friend.
but he has 10 seconds.
And a finish.
All 4 athletes finish.
Still a solid time.
Finishing is points.
Absolutely.
It's all about points here.
Every inch, every second, everything counts in strongman. That's why until that whistle blows, you give it your 100%.
The lead still stands with DJ Doggett at 40.56 seconds.
DJ Doggett is still in our lead with 40.45 seconds, I believe is what I'm hearing from Aaron West there on the field. We move on to heat number 8. In lane number 1, we will have Tim Makowski of USA. Lane number 2 will be Nick Hine, USA. Lane 3, Thomas Owens of England. And lane number 4, Isaac Mays of Canada. What do you think about the Canadian strength we've seen increase in recent years?
In the recent years, I have to say the Canadian strength has just gone through the roof. I mean, we've always had competitors like JF Caron, maybe some Jimmy Paquette thrown in there, sprinkled in, every athlete every once in a while. But just in the past couple of years, we've seen people come out of nowhere and just blister the strongman scene. I mean,
I'm looking at one right ahead of us.
Mitchell Hooper is a great example. We've got men and women too. We've got Sam Bellevue. We've got people that coming from all over the Great White North coming to show their strength, and they're nothing short of damn impressive.
It's incredible, and it's just more motivation for everyone else around the world to keep pushing hard.
Absolutely, that bar is constantly being raised.
And they are off. Look at Isaac, got a very low pick.
Quick feet.
Hine, Makowski, neck and neck.
This is a close battle, ladies and gentlemen.
Nick Hine edging ahead.
Wow. He is booking it. That was a solid time.
Makowski in second and Mays in third. I think Hine might have edged out Doggett. Maybe. And Thomas Owens of England still finishing in well under a minute if he doesn't fall. There we go. All 4 competitors. What a survival challenge this really is.
Absolutely.
And GoRuck has really put forward some excellent pieces of kit here. I love how they started the day so pretty and spotless, pristine, and now they've got that layer of chalk that we so desperately want to see on it.
Yeah,
they've got that mileage, they've got that love, that manhandling grip all over.
They are broken in.
Yes, it's lovely. We will move on to our next heat. 2 heats remain with our highest placers thus far. Heat number 9. In lane 1, Alex Sukup of USA. Lane number 2, Sean Shoemaker, USA. Lane number 3, Matthew McKeegan of Ireland. And lane number 4, Jeffrey Lee representing Taiwan. Did you get to see Matthew McKeegan perform in that deadlift?
I did. What a spectacle that was. That was awesome.
That guy was in attack mode, and look at him there on lane 3.
I love the intensity. Love it.
I've been telling the audience, when Nicola was right here with me, the 105 men and the 82 kg women, those are just the real crazy competitive builds of the athletes.
Absolutely. And in a class like this, that's this stacked, it's no reason why not. Honestly, every single competitor out here giving it their absolute all.
Look at Sukup putting on the pressure.
Feet on lane 1. My God.
Those Sukup brothers are a different breed.
He is separating himself from the pack.
Sean has a bit of a problem on lane 2. Got people tending to him, but look at Alex Sukup.
He's going to finish this with style.
That looked to me about a 34 or 35 second finish, possibly beating our leader Nick Hine. Jeff Lee and Matt McKeegan. McKeegan closes the gap. That was nuts. That was nuts.
I see Sean Shoemaker walking off the field. He's got a thumbs up there. We're good.
Yeah, we got a thumbs up. He's all right. I saw that half goofy smile that he loves to show off.
I like to see that smile when someone goes down, especially when you have a flock of blue shirts around them.
Yep.
You never know what can happen. That leaves one final heat for our men's 105s. In lane 1 will be Brandon Burley of the USA. Lane number 2 will be John Alaimo, USA. Lane number 3, Daniel Hughes, USA. And lane number 4, Emmanuel Pescari of Austria.
And the way this competition has been going, this heat definitely promises to be a true slobber knocker.
Pulling out some real SAT vocabulary words there, man.
Absolutely. It's one of the very few ones I know.
It doesn't sound right rolling off your tongue.
Slobber knocker.
Have you seen Emmanuel Pescari's performance throughout this contest?
It's hard not to.
The guy is just so ballistically fast and explosive. Just like Gavin McNamee in the under 90s, I believe, the Irishman.
Yeah, absolutely. He is damn near on another level. He really is.
But every athlete in this heat, Brandon Burley, John Alaimo, Daniel Hughes. Daniel Hughes has always been that guy on either lane 1 or lane 4, kind of at the edge of our view, and then he just smashes everyone else. I'm going to go ahead and get at the edge of my seat for this one. It's going to be a quick finish here. 101 pounds in the backpack, 275 pounds on the sphere, 300 pounds in the Husafel-shaped tombstone, and 575 total pounds on that sled drag. Pescari a bit behind, but you can't count him out yet. Hughes, so quick in setting the pace.
Already onto the backward sled drag, and he is moving. Oh, but we got guys catching up to him.
John Alaimo.
Keep that pace. He could pull ahead. Oh, but Hughes takes it.
Barely. Fractions of a second.
Barely.
Pescari did make up for a lot of lost ground, but really left a gap to have to clear. John Alaimo, he is happy with that still.
That was the Alaimo Hughes show right there.
And I can hear his father somewhere behind me. His dad, his biggest supporter, also his training partner, helping him get set up for this prep. I got to talk to them at the airport. I mean, John has a very bright future ahead of him, but I love hearing his dad. Let's go, Johnny, let's go.
You'll love to see it, and you'll love to hear it. You really do.
So, I'll let you read out these names.
Jacques de Jager in first place, 1 point over Thomas Owens in second place with 108 points. Ben Gutsky another 1 point behind, and then you get a bit more of a spread. DJ Dockett in fourth, Sean Shoemaker in fifth, Shane Darrow in sixth, Josh King in seventh place, Stephen Bradley eighth place, Melvin Wimba in ninth place, and wrapping up our finalists in the under 105 kg class, Matthew Cooney. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Here we go. Isaac Mays, Matthew McKeegan. Beautiful. I spoke to Isaac this morning. He was feeling very good this morning, well rested. Wow, McKeegan flying. Yes, he's on the last bag. Oh. All right, Matthew, come on. Isaac struggling with that 50-pound bag.
Isaac onto his final bag.
That was fast for Matthew McKeegan.
55 pounds over 15 feet is massive.
Oh.
That weight of the final bag is just so heavy. I will call it right now that if an athlete misses any bag going up, they're not going to get it. They're not going to have the energy needed. It is just going to require a perfect run to go all the way down and successfully get that sixth bag. I would love to be proven wrong, but I would also love to see that perfect execution.
I know, and you look at that and you think it's only a 2.5 kilo increase, but that's massive when you're throwing it at that height.
Massive is an understatement. Heat number 2 of our men's 105 kilo class. In lane 1 will be Jeffrey Lee of Taiwan, and in lane number 2 will be Alex Sukup of the USA. Alec, one of 2 Sukup brothers here today. Him and his brother Seth, who is in the heavyweights.
Look at the height on Jeffrey Lee's bags. Very consistent throughout all those weights there. Can he keep this up moving on to that final 55-pound bag?
Jeff has those long limbs.
Oh! Oh! Not enough height there.
30 seconds left, plenty of time for these men. They need to really bide their energy here for a perfect toss.
You got it, come on. 20 seconds. Press the heel forward, come on. Let's go.
I'm not sure if we're going to see that 55-pound bag on this heat. Final push here for Jeffrey Lee on that last bag. And it's just not there today.
You know what? I hate to say it, but I'm sticking with my call. If you do not have a perfect run at these weights, you will not have the energy necessary to complete that 6th massive bag.
I think I'm going to agree with you.
Heat number 3 takes the arena floor. In lane number 1, Tim Mikowski of the USA, and in lane number 2, Nick Hine. Oh.
Here comes our third heat. In lane number 1, representing the United States, Tim Mikowski. Also from the United States, in lane number 2, wearing the golden leader shirt, Nick Hine.
Nick Hine with that golden shirt on.
Athletes are off. 5 bags and 15.37 seconds in the time to beat. They're going to have to blast the 6th bag and take that down. Solid 3 bags so far.
Are we going to see a perfect run here?
Both men neck and neck. Maybe from Nick. Here it is. Oh. I want him to prove me wrong so bad, but I don't know if it happens.
Oh. I'm not sure.
He's going to gain his composure and give it everything. About 20 seconds left.
Oh, no.
He got close
no.
there. So close on that final toss.
Every time I come to a competition, I age even more.
Oh, you know what?
I love it, though.
Yeah, so, I mean,
I love it.
The anticipation factor might be felt as aging, but it might actually be vitality in disguise.
Whew.
We have 2 heats left, and I stand by what I say. If these athletes do not have a perfect run, they will not be able to get that final bag. Brandon Burley of the USA in lane number 1, and John Alaimo of the USA in lane number 2. USA versus USA. I have been consistently impressed by John's strength. So fresh in this sport, but so powerful. Obviously, by being here in the final, we know it.
This is good from both athletes here, looking very smooth and oh!
Costly. Burley on his final bag. He has the energy, he has the power, collecting himself. Big points here.
Come on, we want to see it.
Burley
yes!
gets it.
Woo!
He took that pause, he regained himself, and got a perfect toss.
Coming right over to support John. Love that.
10 seconds.
Oh!
A valiant final effort by John Alaimo. Brandon Burley with a perfect bag run, taking exactly what he needed to make a perfect final toss. And perfect is the word. It has to be. Anything short, you're not going to get it.
He took his time, he slowed it down, and he got it done.
One final heat remains with two juggernauts taking the field. In lane number 1, Emmanuel Pescari of Austria. In lane number 2, Daniel Hughes of the USA.
I'm excited for this one.
Me too. I have loved watching Daniel Hughes. Like I said yesterday, he's always on the edge of our screen in those 4-lane heats. Today he is front and center. We got Emmanuel Pescari, a powerhouse, very ballistic berserk, but so accurate.
Still good height there on that 50-pound bag for Daniel. Come on!
Oh!
Take your time, take your time.
I want Hughes to prove my theory wrong.
Me too, me too. Come on.
Dan Hughes!
Woo! He proved you wrong.
Leave it to the man. I love to see it. Incredible. Wow. I am itching to know if that is fast enough to beat Brandon Burley with his time of 30.77 seconds. We'll find out shortly. But Pescari giving everything he has. It can be done.
Oh!
That's what I wanted to see.
Daniel coming back out to shake hands with Emmanuel. I love that.
Brandon Burley will remain our event leader with a time of 30.77 seconds, but Hughes got very close, and most impressive, he missed that first attempt, and he came back and got it. So impressive.
So impressive. I love that.
Our first heat will be Alex Sukup of the USA in lane 1, left of screen, and Isaac Mays of Canada in lane number 2.
Do you know that Alec tore his erector on day 1 and has been competing with a torn erector?
That's nuts.
Yeah, and he's still here. It's absolutely crazy.
A torn lower back muscle and still ready to lift a 400-pound stone?
Yeah, strongmen are built different.
A screw loose, but it allows for some pretty epic feats. You would never be able to tell that Alec has a torn back muscle.
Yeah, he does not care. Yeah, the fact he's doing this is absolutely insane. Wow, he is a good stone lifter.
Isaac Mays answering the call, but a bit behind of Alec. Will our man with the torn back muscle get that 400-pounder? Isaac makes his way to the last stone. Both men know it's head-to-head. Getting their tacky set, calling the crowd.
15 seconds.
Oh my God,
slip on Isaac.
He's got the lap. Come on. Oh my
Alex
God.
Sukup. 400 pounds, 181.5 kilos.
That is insane.
The emotion is at an all-time high for Alec right there.
This is the thing with these shows as well. People watching the live stream, they don't know what's going on backstage, and you know, like I say, he's hurt. He is not 100%. So to do that is just absolutely wild. I mean, I'm sure he'll be feeling it tomorrow.
That's going to be quite a hangover tomorrow, I tell you what. I cannot believe that. That is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. We have our next two athletes take the arena floor. In lane number 1 will be Tim Mikowski of the USA, and lane number 2, Jeffrey Lee of Taiwan.
Lee, to me, I don't know Lee, but he looks like he's just built for stone. So I'm
nice long limbs.
Yeah, he looks like he's built for stone. So I'm expecting him to do well here.
I've competed with Lee quite a while back, and of course different weight categories, but I remember him being at similar Arnold Amateur World Championships before I turned pro. But this was a while ago. He took some downtime, addressed some injuries, and he's back in action, back in full form, I dare say, although how close can we ever be in full form when walking this path for so long? But this is going to be one to watch. Both men are here by no mistake. They have earned it.
Our second now in lane number 1.
There's big Tim Mikowski, USA.
In lane number 1, representing the United States, is Tim Mikowski.
And Jeffrey Lee, representing Taiwan. Look at that tacky.
Oh, he's ready to go.
He's always having a good time.
Yeah, everybody competes different, don't they, Gabe? Some people look intense, some people are just having fun. Jeff's definitely having fun.
Look at that one motion by Lee.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Lee is just got the mechanics for this. Oh, well, motions that, wow.
Lee with an easy 375. Both men onto the final stone.
I can't believe we might see another 400-pound stone load already.
There are 20 seconds left. Jeffrey Lee to the lap.
Tim with the lap as well.
Wow, so fast from Lee, our new event leader.
I can't believe we've seen two 400-pound stone loads.
Like you
already.
said, the bar of the standard of strength has been reset from one year to the next, and it is resulting in some phenomenal spectacles. Jeffrey Lee, our new event leader on the Atlas Stone Series. As we get set for the next heat, I want to give a shout out to one of our event sponsors, Mammoth Headwear. You got big lifts, you got a big head, and maybe time for a big hat. Use code STRONG25 for 25% off your first order from mammothheadwear.com. That's STRONG25 with Mammoth Headwear. Shout out to Mammoth there. Thank you for supporting the official Strongman Games here in Charleston, West Virginia. Our next two athletes take the arena floor. In lane number 1 will be Matthew McKeegan of Ireland, and lane number 2, Nick Hine of the USA. McKeegan is one of your athletes, am I right?
McKeegan is one of my athletes, and I believe Nick is McKeegan's athlete. So I think he's against his athlete.
So you're like Grandpa Strongman here.
Something like that, yeah. Matt's
you look good for your age.
The joints don't look good on the inside, mate. But yeah, the McKeegan's stones have been going really good in training. He knows he needs a good stone run. However, the pressure is really on because the last 2 heats have been insane.
Absolutely. Does he have a 400-pound stone in him?
He does. At the end of day 3, at the end of a run, we'll see. But Matt wants it, and he's good at pulling stuff. Well, I won't say the last bit, but you know what I mean.
Well, this is the biggest and baddest McKeegan we've ever seen.
Athletes are away now. We've had a finisher in each heat so far. Let's see if we can get another one now. 275 pounds for both athletes. High, strong, McKeegan. No
Both athletes just lobbing those stones to the tower.
Yeah, Nick is disrespecting these stones so far. McKeegan just slightly ahead. Yeah, McKeegan's flying here. He's looking strong.
Oh, a costly slip. Nick Hine edges ahead. McKeegan
comes it on. Good recovery from Matt. Thing is, Matt knows he needs this last one now.
10 seconds remain. It's now or never, gentlemen.
Oh.
I believe McKeegan had a bit of an equipment malfunction there for a bit. He recovered well, but
I'm not sure what happened. I think he just slipped. The sleeve slipped maybe, or the tacky slipped, I don't know. I thought his sleeve slipped, but it looks like it's on fine, so I'm not sure.
Either way, I'm sure he's going to be beating himself up about it. But respectable performances nonetheless. Jeffrey Lee will remain our event leader. With 2 heats remaining, though, anything can happen. John Alimo of USA will take lane 1, and Brandon Burley of USA will take lane 2. And John Alimo, another one of your athletes, correct?
He is. You know him athletes, don't you? You're stalking.
Hey, man. I try to do my job as a commentator, and not just that, but as a fellow athlete in the strongman world.
Johnny Alimo is one of our clients. Johnny's pretty new and young in strongman. But
he has been so impressive to watch here.
He's very impressive. He's one of those guys that can, just compete well. Some people can't put it together on the day, like me on day one. But Johnny is the opposite, and he turns up at shows, and he can really, pull it out the bag when he needs to. So he's a great stone lifter, but I think this might be his first proper stone run in a show, so we'll see.
Invaluable experience for John right there. There he is. Game face by John, and Brandon Burley, a juggernaut. His strength has been seemingly unstoppable. We'll see how it carries to these stones.
Both are good first stones. Johnny throwing that into lap.
Brandon edges ahead, but John right there.
It's a very close race, this.
A synchronized load on that 325 or 350. This is a 375 here.
Brandon just
Burley.
edging ahead.
John grinding with it.
Oh, no.
All eyes on Burley with this massive 181 kilo stone.
Yeah, he's struggling to get a bit of purchase on that 400.
Time will escape these men. Wow.
Great run for Brandon. Little unlucky there for Johnny. It's really tough at the end of these 3 days, isn't it? You just things that you would do in training, you're not quite 100%. So yeah,
a tough run, but John is high spirits as he leaves. He has finished the official Strongman Games and the finals. Our final heat. This is going to be one to watch.
Emmanuel with the hands taped up after that deadlift ladder. If you saw, he had a really nasty set of calluses leave him on the deadlift ladder. So he's got, I'm not sure if I would have done that, to be honest. He's got like a bit of a bandage on there. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way of his tacking and whatnot.
We'll see.
He knows what he's doing. So
Emmanuel Pescari representing Austria on lane 1, and Daniel Hughes of USA lane number 2. I have been so impressed by both these men, both Pescari and Hughes. What is that Pescari's wearing under his shoulder there on that left arm?
I'm not sure.
Almost looks like some sort of BFR constriction, but why would you wear that for stones?
It makes his biceps look bigger.
It could be as simple as that, huh? All right.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but Emmanuel has the under 105 kilo stone world record, I believe. So his stones are incredible.
Focus. Here it is.
Dan just slightly ahead, but Emmanuel in a nice flow now. That bandage is not bothering him at all, so he seems sweet.
I see Dan looking at Emmanuel every time. Dan edges ahead.
Oh, Pescari just missing the... Oh.
Daniel Hughes onto the 400.
Oh.
Cranks back a little too soon there. Jeffrey Lee screaming at Hughes. Pescari gets his fifth stone. 10 seconds is not enough time we've seen.
Emmanuel's going for it. No.
Jeffrey Lee will be our king of the stones in the men's under 105s.
And I believe that will have secured Dan the first place. Yeah, Emmanuel raising his hand, yeah. This is one of the first shows I've watched Emmanuel compete probably 15, 20 shows. I have never seen him make a single mistake. I've never seen him have like a chink in his armor, but at OSG, under the pressure of these big shows, he has made a couple of mistakes this show. I'm sure he will be going away hungry for that world title next year, because he is a phenomenal 105er.
The caliber of athlete here, the margin for error at OSG is so small. It truly results in the winners being so well earned and undeniable at every turn.
If you make a little drop and need a repick and you lose 5 seconds, you lose 10 points. You are punished for any little mistake.
I believe that is Dan Hughes as the world's strongest man under 105 kilos. Of course, official confirmations will be made after this. Shane, congratulations to yourself. I know you wanted to perform better, but you have a tremendous athlete base under your wing, and it shows here that your coaching is just top-notch, my friend. Thank you. In third place, representing Taiwan, Jeffrey Lee. Big points on that stone load. In second place, representing Austria, Emmanuel Pescari. Look at that, carrying his child right there. It's beautiful. The world's strongest man under 105 kilos belongs to the Stars and Stripes, Daniel Hughes of the USA. USA, Austria, and Taiwan on the podium.
There you have it.
Look at that proud father. Although he has a trophy in his hand, his greatest achievement is right there in his arms.
Oh, that's so nice. Look.